Hello again, it's Steve Smith over at Mercedes-Benz of Scottsdale. I have my hands in my pockets because we're going to just have a casual review of the 2021 GLE 63 AMG. I get asked quite a few times, why do these cars cost so much? This car is about $128,300, so just under $129,000 for this car. Why should I pay that much? Let me tell you. This is a GLE 63 AMG. It's a 2021. It has a hand-built engine. Think about things that are handcrafted, hand-built, handmade. Takes a lot more effort, a lot more craftsmanship. Not just something that was mass produced in a factory, it's something that is bespoke, something that is custom, something that is very, very special. Let's look under the hood of this thing. This is one of my favorite views. Why? Because you get to really see the fit and finish. This is all special made, custom here. So this is designed to receive the impact. If you have a front end impact or an accident, this is designed to cushion the effect, push the inertia of a crash all the way around through the body of the car, and so it doesn't shock you. In other words, you don't get that if you have an impact. It goes through the shape of the car, and that means, guess what? Less whiplash if you're in an accident. Guess what? These cars go pretty fast, and you probably could have a pretty steep chance of getting whiplash if you're in an accident. And also, you get to see under here the carbon fiber cover, the 2 turbocharged intakes, and guess what? Pascal Kurtz, he's the gentleman who built this for you by hand, one man, one engine. That's the model for AMG. But come on, take a look around. Again, we don't get to look under here that often. I don't get to show it that often, but this is what a twin turbo V8. It looks pretty compact, but if you look inside, down here, you cannot see the ground because there is a cover under the bottom to help prevent you know, rocks and gravel and things from going into your sophisticated engine that could damage it. So Mercedes-Benz thinks about just about everything. Again, these cars are near bulletproof. You know, a lot of times with high performance cars, they're a little finicky. You know, you have problems here and there. These cars are virtually bulletproof. You don't hear about a lot of AMGs, you know, breaking down, having all kinds of issues and those sorts of things. These cars have been around. This V8 engine, 4 liters, has been around for a while. And Mercedes-Benz has just continued to tweak it, and make it better. So let's talk about this car. 603 horsepower, 0 to 60 in 3.1 seconds. Should be about 3.3 seconds. This is faster than a lot of race cars out there, and it's an SUV. That's just incredible. You have the Americana grille here, that styling, and here again is your Doppler radar. Inside of there, we have your driver assist package. That means it measures the distance between cars. You have your evasive steering assist. You have your lane tracking and keeping, which keeps the car in the lane. You also have what we talked about, the emergency stop. Emergency stop is not emergency braking. The car has that as well, but emergency stop is this. You pass out, you fall asleep, the car will take over for you. Guess what? It will beep at you. The people from Mercedes-Me will come on the line and try to wake you up and talk to you. And if that doesn't work, the car just says, okay, I'll take over, put on the turn signal. When it's clear, pull over the side of the road, and they'll dial for the emergency responders to come to your location. Not a whole lot of cars in the world will do that for you. That's why this car is so expensive. Come over here, let's look at something else. I want to show you the wheels. These are titanium wheels. Titanium wheels cut from 1 block of titanium. Think about that again. That's why this car is expensive. A lot of cars take pieces of a wheel, they grind out a piece of aluminum or metal, and they put it all together and they make a wheel. Nope, we carved that from 1 piece. What does that do? It makes it more solid, more firm, less likely to bend or break because it's 1 piece. Mercedes-Benz pays attention to all of these details when they build your AMG. Come on, let's go around the side. Twin turbo V8 as per usual. I love the style in this car, silver. I own way too many silver cars. But this has the night package, the black styling here, turn signals here. This also has a 360-degree camera. The camera on this is so clear that when you look at the rear view camera, you can see the cracks in the pavement. That's how clear the camera is. Mercedes-Benz thinks about all these things. And above that, in general, I tell everybody, this car has probably about 160 computers on it. So the attention to detail in the fit and finish of the car, the interior as well as the exterior, the bespoke hand-built engine. They even thought about it when they built the wheels. 4-piston caliber brakes, which were designed by Mercedes to make this car stop faster. I mean, everything about this car is custom, is high-end, and guess what? Makes it a little bit more expensive. Anyway, come on, let's go around to the back. They've changed the lighting. In fact, if you look at the entire shape of the entire car, it looks a little bit more streamlined, maybe a little bit longer. I haven't checked the official length of the car, but I think it's a little bit longer. I'll confirm that later for you. The tail lights are all brand new. You have a feature in here with the LED that goes around, and then you have the different lines inside of here. So this is all new as well. The tail end is probably as beefy as it's been in the past, again with the twin tailpipes as well. GLE 63S, again, this is 603 horsepower. You're putting out 621 foot-pound of torque. That is just otherworldly for an SUV. And it just looks beautiful. Again, here to open up the rear hatch. Remember, as compared to a traditional GLE, so this one is about 1 inch narrower and 1 inch taller. And obviously, if you look at the regular GLE SUV style, then of course it's wider and then about 1 inch shorter. You still have tons of space back here. You have the 40-20-40 split on the seats, and you're gonna have plenty of space. If you don't have passengers and you go to Home Depot or you've got, you know, groceries or whatever, you're gonna have tons of space back here. Let's go inside, take a look. So what they've changed for the 2020 model and as well as the 2021 is they added these handrails here, which is really awesome. And they actually updated the ambient lighting that goes around here as well. You probably see it on that side as well, which is really, really nice. Uses USB-Cs, you know, they charge twice as fast as a traditional USB. You still have the wireless charging here inside, which is really nice. You also have the open exhaust, right? So it just opens the exhaust flap and you're gonna get a more true sound from this 4.0 liter twin turbo V8. So that is one of my favorite buttons there. You have the airmatic system, which is gonna raise and lower the car up to about 1.5 inches as well. And you can adjust the suspension. Move over here to the steering wheel, and guess what? You have those same features here. You have the dynamic select for your engine modes, but you also can change them on the fly here. One of the things that when you're driving at a high performance level, you don't want to have a whole lot of reasons to take your hands off the steering wheel. So if you're down here fiddling here and you're going over 100 miles an hour, let's say you're on a track, you know, that's not going to be a good thing. Yeah, whatever happens from there is probably not going to be very good for you. But if you can make all those adjustments here on the fly while never taking your hands off the steering wheel, that makes it more for a compact movement in terms of being able to adjust things, but also never focus. Your focus is never leaving what's going on in front of you on the track. So that's a good thing. Blind spot assist, we've talked about it many times. You know, you have the blind spot assist that lights up red if somebody's in your blind spot. If you have your turn signals on, now it's going to flash red and also going to move the car back in the center lane if you begin to drift out of the lane as well. Heated and ventilated seats, Burmester surround sound. You know, you've got that surround sound system, which is awesome. 590 watts, 13 speakers. It is a great system. What's going to notice differently is the buttons are in the same position. They've just been refreshed, so the styling's a little bit different, but everything is virtually the same. Even here, I love the new turn signal. You can't see it from here, that they put for the headlights, for the parking brake, and for the dimmer switch for the dashboard. Really, really nice. This steering wheel, I love it. It used to be only flat bottom. Now they've made the sides flat as well. So now you have almost a, not quite octagon shape, but very similarly shaped steering wheel. So now you got the flat here on the side with the suede, the Alcantara, and the flat bottom. So it's flat here on the sides and on the bottom. and that makes a more and more compact steering wheel. Also going to give you more leg room. Again, it's going to be much more performance feel. You still have the touch pads here on the steering wheel. The left one controls the screen in front of you, and you can change the display. You can look at your miles. You can change it to digital. There's a lot of information there. All of your EQ charge system. Oh, and that's one of the big things. I'm glad I thought of that. The EQ system was before only on the E53s and the E43 system. Now, you take that system that gives you 21 horsepower boost system and an additional 187 foot-pound of torque. That turns this thing into a monster. Think about that. You have 603 horsepower, and now you have the EQ boost system, which is an all-electrical system, and it's not an ongoing, hybrid-like system in the sense that you're running on electric as you're driving around town. Nope, it's a boost system. It's more like a punch. Bang! It's going to give you that boost, that extra 21 horsepower boost when you're pulling off from the stoplight or when you need it. It's going to be really, really nice, and that is awesome. So think about 603 horsepower that could give you a 21 additional horsepower, additional almost 200 more foot-pound of torque when you call for it. That's incredible. That's awesome. But yes, this car is bespoke. This car is custom. This car has all of those things, and to me, it's worth every bit of $130,000. Anyway, listen, if you have any questions, you know where to find me. I'm Steve Smith over at Mercedes-Benz of Scottsdale. We're at across from Fashion Square. We're near Old Town, and love to be able to work with you. Again, I'm Steve Smith. Dial me up, 480-748-4812. That's my office phone. Thanks so much for watching my video. Look forward to seeing you soon.